I just remember waking up and the doctor was like, oh no, like, you're fine. And I was just like hysterically crying and I was shaking. And I didn't even think, oh, let me call my husband to tell him that I'm okay. I literally just called Vlad, like hysterically crying on the phone. And he's like, I told you, Al, I told you everything was gonna be okay. And I just know that the next 4 times it's gonna be the same. I just got a second chance to start how I think of myself and how I live my life recently. I was ill and I was getting treatment at the hospital, and at one point I wasn't able to walk anymore. I recently had a baby. My baby's 2 years old now. So when she was about 6 months old, I was still bleeding from my rectum. And I thought, oh, I hurt myself during my labor. So my cousin referred me to a gastroenterologist, and he said, oh, it's probably nothing serious. You probably just have like ulcerative colitis or something, but just in case, like, let's do a colonoscopy. And I said, okay. I didn't think anything of it, but I couldn't eat a meal without having to run to the bathroom. Every time it was just full of blood, the toilet. And I was going like 14, 15 times a day. I was losing a lot of blood. I knew something was wrong. So when he did the colonoscopy, I looked out of the room and I saw the doctor talking to every other person except for me. And he came in and he closed the door and he was like, I'm sorry, but we found something in your colon. And that was like the worst thing ever, because I just became a mom and I didn't know what to do. It was really hard. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't lift her up. I couldn't do anything. The chemo was just really messing with my mind. It was really like deteriorating me, and my brain was just not, I was depressed. Like, it was like the sickness got over me. I was pushing my husband away. I'm like, why would he want to stay with me? Like, this isn't his problem. I don't want to put him through this. But he's just like, he supported me through all of this. He never wanted me to do the chemo. And once I ran into Vlad that night, thank God, he just was like, I can help you, but I had to help myself. And I worked on that very, very hard. And now I'm just like, I'm almost like, look at that person. I'm like, I'm not that person anymore. Like, I don't even tell people that I was sick, or that I don't say I am sick, because I'm not. That doesn't exist. It's just not, it's not a part of who I am. And I'm just I'm just thankful, like, every day when I wake up, because Vlad always tells me, when you wake up in the morning, tell God that, you're thankful for his faithfulness in you. And it's so true. Once I was able to go back to work, miraculously, I ran into Vlad that night. And I never asked Vlad for anything. I've known him for years. And when I saw him, I was like, hey, listen, I need your help. I'm sick, And he told me to tell him my name, my age. And that was when he blasted my energy, and he explained to me that I actually made myself sick and I've never been able to digest my life, which is very true. He knows. It's like, I was having issues with one of my wounds from my surgery, and I was telling him, I'm like, Vlad, it's like it's opening or something. I'm getting this like really sharp pain. And he was sitting so far away from me, and he's like literally moving it, just going like this, and I can like feel it moving. And it was like, how do I explain that to anybody? He never touched me though, which is the crazy thing. Is like, it's not like he was like, pushing on my stomach or something. I haven't been to the doctor since. And I just started working on it from then, and that's when I really actually built the relationship that I have with him now. It's not like you can just go see Vlad and he can fix everything for you. You have to be willing to work on yourself. And I went and I did a lot of work. I was breathing a lot. I was meditating. I was, getting myself in the right mindset. And once Vlad was taking care of me, I knew I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. There's never been a doubt in my mind ever since. So, and that's why when I woke up from the procedure to check my colon in July, I called him first, because he literally helped me, guided me, and did a lot of things for me and my soul to help me, regress into something that I'm supposed to be. Like, I had too much, everybody has problems in their life, but I had a lot of family problems. I have a problem where I don't like to hurt other people's feelings, which is terrible. It's a horrible trait to carry, because if other people hurt my feelings, I still don't want to hurt theirs. And that's how I got myself sick, because I didn't want to be honest with other people of how they made me feel. And I worked on that hard. And then now I literally don't care. I can run into anybody and feel good about it because I let that go. I'm working on being more disciplined, because if you have discipline, then you literally have control, you know? And I never used to watch what I ate. I would drink, I would go out. I didn't care about a lot of things. And now I'm just more mindful. I think that I was always a great person, but I think that now I'm starting to see my own light and my own characteristics. And I think that I'm a lot more kind because I'm not so angry and so hurt inside. I think that I'm like letting that, you know, show on my relationships with other people. People will say like, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. But I think that that's their problem, because all of it exists and it's amazing. And I think that I have a true gift to know somebody, and I can like literally call him at any time and know that he's there for me. So I believe that every single thought that you don't even have to speak it out loud. I think that every single thought that you have in your mind, even if you're talking to yourself, negative or positive, you can actually create that. You have to love yourself. You know, you are the creator of your own reality. And if you want to get out of it, only you can change that. Your body is amazing, but you have to mentally, you know, make the right choices. Vlad, to me, is much more than a medium. He's like an angel. I don't know how to explain it. He's like a walking angel. But overall, I just have more energy. You know, I just care more to grow. And that's great. I thought that this was like the right thing to do.